Hi, welcome to Ofactly. Can animals hold grudges? Are they capable of taking revenge? Join me today to know the top 10 vengeful animals in the world. Number 10. Tiger. This majestic creature is about 250 to 390 centimeters long and weighs between 90 and 300 kilograms. This royal being has wonderful reddish-brown stripes across its body. India is home to the world's largest population of wild tigers, around 2,603 to 3,346. But is still listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List. Here are two incidents which show that a tiger is a vengeful animal. This is about a Russian hunter, Markov, who shot a tiger, wounding it, but left it there instead of finishing the job. Markov then continued about his day in the woods. After a quick recovery, the tiger tracked Markov's scent to his cabin, destroying anything on its path. Then, the tiger waited until the hunter came back. Finally, enjoyed a hearty happy meal. Another story took place in India, where a group of hunters hunted the cubs of tigers. After 3 days later, the moonshiners were out in the forest again. Then the mother tiger found them, dragging one of them into the forest. The man was eventually found half dead and later succumbed to his injuries in hospital. If there's a lesson here, it's don't hunt tigers. Number 9. Dog. The man's best friend, but only if the man is being nice to the dog first. This is a story about a man who kicked a stray dog in the parking lot. Later, when he returned to his car the next morning, he found it in a dire state, covered in little dents and marks. Then, he found CCTV footage that had shown a pack of stray dogs had shown up that night and attacked the car. He experienced the full force of canine karma. Another story is about an Indonesian man who returned from a vacation. Unfortunately, he left his 7 dogs without observation or food for 2 weeks. Then, after a few days, the neighbor got suspicious when they caught a whiff of a horrible smell coming from his house. Then the police arrived and suspected that the dogs had eaten him due to starvation. Number 8. Elephant. There is a saying, elephants never forget. It is very true. Never make the largest mammal of the animal kingdom unhappy. Here is an incident that will make you think twice before making this giant unhappy. In 2011, an elephant was killed by poachers for tusks. Then, a herd of elephants went on a huge rampage, destroying 54 houses in the surrounding area. Over the course of 2 weeks, human families were left homeless after their houses were literally torn apart. Another story is about an elephant in Namibia. A hunter hunted an elephant. On the same day, another elephant tracked the hunter and trampled its entire crew, jeep and the hunter. Everyone is killed in the incident. So, the hunter got hunted. Number 7. Lion. In the Limpopo province of South Africa, a severed head was found in a national park next to a loaded hunting rifle. Both rifle and head were later found to belong to a poacher named David Baloyi, but the rest of him was nowhere to be seen. Ironically, just a year earlier, 3 lions had been found dead in Limpopo with their heads and paws missing. Heads and paws are, of course, the bits that poachers like to keep. Could the lions that ate David Baloyi have known this and enacted their revenge accordingly? Number 6. Wild boar. In 2015, after shooting a wild boar in Spain, the hunter approached what he assumed to be a dead pig alongside his hunting dogs. Instead of an easy draw of fresh bacon, he got a fresh pair of tusks stabbed into his leg by a very much still living boar. The tables turned completely in. Number 5. Crows. It is a well-known fact that crows hold massive grudges. It was proven after research was conducted in Seattle, where the researcher trapped a group of crows for 5 years. They released some of the crows in the wild after a year. But, upon seeing the researchers, the crows would call in anger and dive bomb them in mobs of 30 or more birds. The same process was repeated at the end of 5 years when all the crow was released. The same behavior pattern was obtained. Number 4. Brown bear. In 2014, a brown bear escaped an encounter with a hunter. The next day, the hunter returned to his car to discover that it had been totally destroyed. The interior of the car had been torn to shreds. The rear bumper was ripped off, the windscreen was smashed, the lights were broken and it was covered in mud. Claw marks and paw prints at the scene of the crime seem to indicate that it was the work of a bear. Number 3. Snakes. This incident took place in Indonesia, where a pop star named Irma Buell wanted to use live snakes as props in her performances. Unfortunately, some of the snakes on stage were poisonous and didn't have their venom removed before. During her performance, she accidentally stepped on one. The king cobra bit her in the leg and venom promptly entered into her system. She was offered the anti-venom, but she insisted on delaying it until the end of the show. Regrettably, she collapsed and died within 45 minutes. Number 2. Chimpanzee. A war took place in Congo for a duration of 6 months. This resulted in some injury and killing some chimpanzees. So, chimpanzees were forced to relocate out of their original homes. Then they moved and settled closer to the village. Now, they see all humans as a threat. Then they began to attack the villagers and were so vicious, in fact, that they even managed to murder a few of them. Further proof that man's wars affect all life on Earth. Number 1. Cheetah. At the Lake Nakuru National Park in Kenya, a cheetah was bothering the local communities by hunting their livestock. So, the park ranger decided to move the cheetah to a new location. Upon bringing it to its new home, the cheetah didn't want to leave the cage. Then his partner, another fellow ranger named Alexander Rano, then decided to rustle the cheetah with a stick. At first, the cheetah just roared at the rangers. Then, on further instigating the cheetah, it left the cage with rage and went straight for the truck, eventually jumped into the window area of the truck and attacked Rano in various places. It deeply carved Rano's face, almost making him go blind. Rano required a whole lot of stitches and surgery and admitted that he will never forget what happened. What do you think about animals being vengeful? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. If you want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thank you for watching.